Hello, whoever you are. This is day 10 of the Norway cruise, the final day. And once again, the day is entirely at sea. We disembark tomorrow morning, so there's no activities tomorrow. So today, first notable thing we had was a talk on exoplanets given by an astronomer. So in the talk, he discussed ways in which astronomers used to detect exoplanets, and the fact that they've come a long way in the past few decades. So gone from spotting just a few planets to spotting thousands now. They talked about different methods, like when the planet passes over the star and dims it, or looking at the gravitational disturbances of the star and deducing that there are planets orbiting around it, disturbing the gravity, stuff like that. And then went on to talk about ways of trying to determine which ones are likely to have alien life on them. Things like, is it in the star's habitable zone, and is it a rocky planet? Could it have water? Well, adding the caveat that they're making a bold assumption that life requires water, which is hard to say that's general rule, since we only have one sample size of life on a planet, and that's Earth. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to hear. I asked after the lecture, I asked the lecturer if about the James Webb Space Telescope, because I watched a video a few years ago talking about how it'll have the ability to look at a planet in a planet's atmosphere in such detail that it can do spectroscopy and look at all the different types of wavelengths of light and determine from that what the atmosphere is like, and if it's the kind of atmosphere that would be affected by life forms. I was aware of the fact that it's a very popular telescope and every astronomer in the world wants to use it, so use of it is queued up. And and this astronomer said, yeah, it's all queued up, and that is a function of it. But to his knowledge, any attempts to scan planets for these sorts of signs haven't yielded anything noteworthy yet in terms of planets that might have life on it. So moving on from that, my dad and I had another go at the shuffleboard, and this time we played 2 more games, and I won both of them. Again, the scores were about 50 to 45. So that brings in total to me winning 3 and my dad winning 1. So I was the overall winner there. Other thing to note is, well, I went to the gym again and used the cycles this time. I preferred using the treadmill, but it was rocky waves today, so treadmills were closed, but the bikes were open, so rode the bike while listening to an audiobook. Also something to note is the group that does the singing and dancing. They had their 4th and final show today. This one was all about Beatles songs. So one band gets their entire show, and well, makes sense to be the Beatles. I think they're the best-selling band of all time. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think I knew most of the songs, which is unusual for me because my music knowledge is pretty poor. But I know a bunch of Beatles songs, at least vaguely. So there was a lot I recognized, and they performed it all good. Not much more to say on that. Finally, there was the final quiz of the cruise, and amazingly, this time, my parents and I actually won. We got 12 out of 15, so, well, I say the quiz was easy. Apparently it wasn't easy for most other people, since we got the highest score. Although actually, not entirely true, another team also got 12 out of 15. So there was a tiebreaker question, which I believe the question was, how long did the show we just watched, the Beatles Tribute Show, go for, and we got that one right. Yeah, and the prize, which was awarded after every one of these quizzes, was a bottle of some alcoholic beverage. I can't remember what it's called, and I don't drink many alcoholic drinks, so that's definitely one for my parents to enjoy, not me, because I don't like most alcoholic drinks. So yeah, it was good to end on a high note in terms of quizzes. Yeah, and that basically brings this all to the end. Nothing more to say for today, and therefore nothing more to say for the rest of this cruise.